Thank you to friends at Aditya Ayurveda Colombo. Now they are located in the heart of Colombo, bringing their history and the story that is hearing so well in Anuradhapura. Like how to tell everyone to come all that way there. They are the best doctors, giving you the right services. Not only that, they also give you soul for your body in terms of the food that you take, in terms of the type of food that you take, and also you can go have the high tea menu, which is absolutely yummy. You'll never know that has been cooked with so much of care, with no unwanted oil, none of those.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just in the heart of Colombo. Do check it out. Because you're on the show, we give a gift and all.
For me?
Yeah, that's for you. So when you're done with one of your long shoots, you can just go unwind and relax there.
Really looking forward to it.
And thank me later.
But actually, thank you now.
Yeah, you can thank them.
Thank you.
So do check them out. Thank you for being with us on the show.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Celeste Daily. Missing something? Just Celeste it.
I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out Brown Sugar. If you have not been here, it's a cute little place in Kalpiti. They serve brilliant donuts. That's the highlight for me here, apart from all the other food that they serve. I just have to speak about the donuts first.
We have to talk about the donuts.
Priorities. With me on the show, I have someone who has been in the fashion style world for so long, celebrating his 10th year in the industry. I have Gayantha, but he's also known as Jude, but I have known him as Gayantha in school. But how are you known?
I respond to both names. Depends on the trauma.
Jude.
No, it's usually Gayantha.
Yeah. But you, for some odd reason, really want to be in a very stressful environment.
Sure. That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, because, you know, I worked on 2 commercials with you and 1 film.
Yeah.
2 commercials, like, we have shot for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I had to peel the clothes off my body. Like, there was no reason.
And at one point, you had to put your own makeup on.
So, and also everyone, like, there's a client, there's an art director, there is also like the ad agency, everyone is on his case saying that green is not the green I wanted. That picture green and this green are very different. How do you handle this nonsense?
I mean, accept the things that you can change and accept the things that you can't, and do what you can with the things that you can.
Just got completely confused about it. But tell me, have you ever walked out from a shoot saying, I'm done with all of y'all?
Surprisingly enough, it just recently happened.
Oh, really? Well, 10 years in the industry, you deserve to do it.
I know, right?
Yeah,
About damn time.
Yeah. But it's just very, very hard to please all the sides. And also, you have fussy people who will be in the commercial.
Yeah.
Like, no, that doesn't compliment my skin.
Honestly, it's been, I look at it as an interesting challenge for me. For me, I love what I do. I love selecting clothes, finding the right item. So when someone says, hey, this is not what I like, for me, it's like, okay, challenge accepted. Let's go look for a turquoise blue top at 6 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason, Gayantha has always styled me with very massive clothes that he had to either pin, tie, or literally stitch onto my body. It has been a... Have you always had a measurement issue with me only?
See, I always see you as like, you know, slightly smaller. That's the issue here.
Larger. Always larger.
See, you can take a larger garment and always make it smaller, but you can't take a smaller garment and make it larger, right?
That is true.
Yeah. So let's not get trapped, right?
That is of course. I just wanted to clear that as to why I'm seeing bigger.
I know you're smaller. That's the thing.
There you go. After this, you have to keep that in mind. Now, 10 years ago, you actually sat and thought about what can I do with my life? Oh, let's become a stylist. This insane decision.
I know, right?
What made you take it?
I think it was just, I did that thing where almost everybody in Sri Lanka does. Oh, thank
Have
you.
a fry.
I studied graphic design, so I decided, hey, I had to be a graphic designer. But lo and behold, what started happening was I started excelling at projects or things that my clients would bring to me that had anything to do with fashion or lifestyle.
Totally off that you were paying for.
Yeah. So someone was like, hey, you should give this a try. You clearly look like you need to be working in fashion. I had amazing friends and even a boss who was like, I think you need to start thinking of working somewhere that, you know, your passion is. And they really encouraged me. And
They literally asked you to go in the nicest way.
that's one way of looking at it, yes.
And when you initially started, like, you know, fashion is still a very growing curve in our country. And also somebody tells me, oh, I've just got a stylist now, speak to him. It's like a new statement even still. Okay,
It is.
yes, for you. I don't know of many stylists. I think we can count with just these 3 fingers in our country.
If you check on Instagram, there's definitely more. But when you
With clothes that you want to wear, like 3 maybe. But how did you sort of make this something that actually pays you?
it was at first when I started doing this, there was no terminology for it. People didn't know what a stylist was.
Yeah.
When I used to introduce myself, still when I say I'm a stylist, people assume that I work with makeup or hair. But the reality is, I started approaching brands that I really want to work with or people that I really want to work with, saying, hey, maybe I can help you with your clothes. Maybe if you know someone who needs a requirement like this, like the time we met for this very specific
Bus
bank.
trip. Yeah. We went on a trip around Colombo in a bus.
One of my
Helping
first official gigs as a stylist.
and helping people shop.
It was very interesting. And because I was offering my services for free till people understood what was going on, it was my responsibility as well. I had full, complete control on how some people were dressed or how like some windows were dressed or how I can help a brand evolve and find the right people to buy the clothes. And it just grew from that. I got a big break. Someone called and said, hey, listen, we're looking for someone who can help us with the clothes for a project like this. And when I came with the idea that I'm going to pitch, but then they were like, no, we want a stylist. We need you. And I'm like, yes, I have succeeded.
There you go. Well, amazing. We're going to talk more about it. Of course, do stick around. This is Danu on Fire. We are checking out Brown Sugar. We'll see you after the break.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Celeste Daily. Missing something? Just Celeste it.
Thank you to friends at Aditya Ayurveda Colombo. Now they are located in the heart of Colombo, bringing their history and the story that is hearing so well in Anuradhapura. You know, like how to tell everyone to come all that way there. They have the best doctors giving you the right services. Not only that, they also give you soul for your body in terms of the food that you take, in terms of the type of food that you take, and also you can go have the high tea menu, which is absolutely yummy. You'll never know that has been cooked with so much of care, with no unwanted oil, none of those.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just in the heart of Colombo. Do check it out. Because you're on the show, we give a gift and all.
For me?
Yeah, that's for you. So when you're done with one of your long shoots, you can just go unwind and relax there.
Really looking forward to
And
this.
thank me later.
Well, actually, thank you now.
Yeah, you can thank them.
Thank you.
So do check them out. Thank you for being with us on the show. Welcome back to the show. This is Brown Sugar. That's where we are. I'm speaking to Gayantha.
Jude.
Who is also a stylist. Now, let's speak a little bit about the common mistakes that you see in people here. Have you tried to go fix it on them, and have they been like, take your hands off me?
It happens. But I try to be polite. if we are in a public setting, I'll be, listen, I don't know whether you noticed this, but there is this one issue, like the price tag is still on your cheap shoes. So it helps.
Right, to say it in a more,
I try to whisper, but let's see.
But actually, when you buy your heels, make sure that the tag is off.
Yeah, or the sticker at the underside or on the side.
Yeah, it's kind of small things.
Yeah.
But but let's speak a little bit about, you have done a few things in life. You also did radio at one time.
Yes.
Yeah. How was that?
I hated it.
Did you feel like you had the radio voice? Did you have a radio voice?
I totally still do. And sometimes like the songs in my head, they actually have a jingle and somebody is like add inside.
Just do an intro for me, like a radio intro.
Hey, you're listening to Jude on this random radio.
Right. So how was radio? You didn't like it because also you had to wake up early in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like there was this one, this was my moment. That was when I realized I really want to be a stylist. I remember waking up at 3 so I can be ready at 4:35 for pickup. And I lived the closest to the studio.
That is because you wanted to be stylish when you were going.
No. Just the motivation required to wake up and be ready at that point.
Oh, right. Your first alarm.
And there was this one moment where I woke up and I thought, how can I, like, is there anything I can do to myself? Like physical harm that would stop me from going to work? Yeah, I always look back at this moment and that's when I realized, my God, who else? Like, you know, are there people who do, like, you know, things that they're not passionate about? Because I was at this point where I was totally not passionate about this job. It was just something I did at one point.
How long were you on it for?
6 months.
You know, I did the morning show for the longest time in my life, and I loved it. I love the fact that I love the fact that I get 4 a.m. to like 11 in the night, like I'm up and awake.
I can't.
But waking up at my first alarm for me was at 4:32. I hated that that
4:30
sound. That sound is but eventually now I regret the fact that I don't wake up early.
Oh my God. But then the flip side is, day before I'm handling the clothing, or I'm picking and deciding and very like scientifically explaining why this mother in a certain commercial is wearing this color or a cut like this. And my day starts at 1 a.m. sometimes. Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like it for you because
I will do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. I will like miss sleep for many days to do this.
Yeah. In life we always plan on being something, becoming something. What was it for you?
When I was really little, I really wanted to be a vet. Right, but then as I grew, I got a little bit more realistic, and I was like, okay, so I want to do something with IT.
Your dreams have been just very
ADHD. What do you expect? I'm sort of like a very qualified software engineer. I still use that information when it comes to like websites and different things. I studied graphic design, and then I made the jump to fashion.
Taking coding to another level.
I know, right?
Yeah. Out of all that you have done so far in life, what is it that you really wish people will know about them before they dress?
I think Sri Lanka has certain norms when it comes to dressing, where social perception plays a big part. We don't realize that this is not how a lot of the world thinks. Right? I constantly deal, when it comes to new clients, they're like, oh, but I don't know whether this color works for me. If this is a color you like, it will work for you, right? Unless you're planning on wearing luminous yellow and your skin tone is dark brown. Even then, I feel like it could still work for you if you have the confidence to carry it. But Sri Lanka has this thing where social perception, what other people think of what you wear,
matters.
Like plays a huge role. And my first few sessions with any client is to help them unlearn that.
And you have like downsized wardrobes, expanded wardrobes. How is that? Because you walk into somebody's very personal space, and it's just, I know you asked me many a times, and eventually I did it. I did it this year. I think actually some of my teammates have some of the jackets that I wore as well, because I've worn them more or less once at times, and it's a blessing. I love it. But how do you sort of tell them, hey, I think I need to come into your closet? Oh, that sounds
I hope you've got room for more.
Can I pop back into the closet a little bit? Have you
Never. It's really interesting because I have regular clients. Some of these clients I've had for over 5 to 6 years.
So they'll call you
there's a rapport. I can be like, I feel like you're wearing a lot of black all of a sudden. What's going on?
Yeah.
I've personally had so many new clients where I open a wardrobe and it's predominantly like 70-80%
black.
just black clothing. And it's just that, sometimes your impulse buys. Right? You're not thinking, hey, I need something for office or I need something for work. Men generally tend to gravitate towards blues and grays and whites when it comes to work. But it could be someone who could really rock red or someone who could wear like a pink shirt. Pink shirt is taboo when it comes to workwear for men in Sri Lanka. I don't understand why. There are like these social perceptions that come into this wardrobe. But that's why you hire an expert, right? I can objectively come and explain to you why maybe we should get rid of so much. You don't need 15 pairs of denims, right? Maybe you need like a dark, a light, and if you are so adventurous, maybe a white, right? So
yeah, white is a tricky jeans to wear, I promise you. And now it's time for a break. Now, this is your main course time, okay?
Ooh la la,
just to let you know, this is some fun fact that I got about brown sugar. Can you believe it? The person who sort of founded it, she really was annoyed that she couldn't make the best donuts to give her one-time boyfriend, now fiance. And that is what sort of urged her to like sort of master this talent of doing the best donuts, which so eventually opened up as brown sugar. And
I know.
And
the entree was amazing.
Yeah, and 9 years they have been together. That's amazing though. Let's get into a break. We'll see you right after. Do stick around. This is Danu on Fire.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Celeste Daily. Missing something? Just Celeste it.
Thank you to friends at Aditya Ayurveda Colombo. Now they are located in the heart of Colombo, bringing their history and the story that is hearing so well in Anuradhapura. They're like how to like tell everyone to come all that way there. They have the best doctors giving you the right services. Not only that, they also give you soul for your body in terms of the food that you take, in terms of the type of food that you take, and also you can go have the high tea menu, which is absolutely yummy. You'll never know that it has been cooked with so much of care, with no unwanted oil, none of those.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just in the heart of Colombo. Do check it out. Because you're on the show, we give a gift and all. Like
for me?
Yeah, that's for you. So when you're done with one of your long shoots, you can just go unwind and relax there.
Really looking forward to it.
And thank me later.
But actually, thank you now.
Yeah, you can thank them. Like.
Thank you.
So do check them out. Thank you for being with us on the show. Welcome back to the show in conversation with Jude Gayantha. We're talking about styling, fashion, and everything in between. Now, how many commercials have you done so far?
Over 100.
And how many films have you styled for?
That I can talk about? 2.
Okay, right, cool. Yeah, it was fun.
We were in a movie together.
Yeah, styling for that was fun.
You look really good.
No, I didn't like my outfit. I feel like you didn't give me enough attention. To just average.
There were chains hanging from you.
It's okay.
It's not the vibe, was it?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
Next time I'll try harder.
Thanks.
We can collaborate.
That's fine. It's okay. It's just you gave attention to other people.
Wow.
Anyways, now tell me, now 10 years have gone styling people. What's next for the next 10 years?
Actually, I mean, working individually with Sri Lankans, I've realized we have a culture, or we have certain notions when it comes to fashion and style that I would like for them to evolve, and I want to do everything that I can. I'm working with amazing brands and some amazing retailers who have brought me on board to like consult, but we're looking at Sri Lanka as a whole, and we want style to come to a place where anyone can access it. Like everybody has a sense of style. Is there a refinement necessary? I want Sri Lanka to dress better. I don't want Sri Lankans to dress better. And I think we have amazing designers that still need to be discovered.
That is true.
Sri Lankan designers that need to fine-tune what they work on. And a stylist can help.
And also, I personally feel that dressing up doesn't cost a lot.
Not at all.
If you do it the right way.
I know.
It's about purchasing intelligently.
Exactly. And nobody needs to know a price tag. Nobody should ask you how much it costs.
If it's put together so well,
They won't.
They won't ask.
They'll be too afraid.
What is the market like for online shopping? You know, internationally,
It's amazing
yeah,
here.
stores are closing down. Like, you know, I believe in the whole touch, feel, wear,
Yeah.
and then buy.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, one, because I can never be sure of my size. I'm like,
But I have the same problem as well.
Yeah.
In Sri Lanka being a hub where clothing is made for international brands,
we stick to no.
there's no standard when
For
it comes to
us.
Sri Lankans. But I also think there are certain brands here in Sri Lanka that have realized vanity sizing. So you might be a certain standard size, but to make them feel better,
They're an
they might
XS.
marking it down, right?
They are
And-
a double XL, but they are an XX.
Yeah. So when I have to bring clothes for models for certain shoots,
Yeah.
it's always interesting to talk to them about the sizing they think they are and actually take their measurements.
And then you're like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
that's a fat extra small.
It's always amusing.
I know. I'm also the same. I just put M on everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Buy M forever.
Yeah, forever. But in terms of life, has this given you all the satisfaction that you wanted?
Immensely. And I'm finding more and more ways that I can be a stylist. I can be an asset to Sri Lanka. Like that is very important to me. Everyone is asking me, why are you not going abroad? You'll be more successful in another country. But the reality is, I want Sri Lankans to have a stylist, right? And I want Sri Lankans to dress better. It's not that they don't dress better. I feel like I could help them find that next step, right? And I want more Sri Lankans. I support the idea of more stylists. You don't have to have an education for this. If you are passionate enough, you will do the research. Like I spend so much time doing research and like finding things, finding new designers, finding new brands that I can work with in Sri Lanka. And I'm sure there are kids out there who are doing the same thing right now.
How big is your wardrobe? Like, especially the wardrobe that you collect for shoots. You know, I had one shirt that was brought for a commercial for me. Because the shirt that they had for me was one ugly and it was too big. I cried to him and then he found me a shirt and he got it down for me from a brand that I wear a lot from. And I asked him, can I just take it? I spoke to the designer, I said, can I take it? He didn't give it to me. I said,
but-
why do you want it?
I have to hold on to it because I'm buying it for a brand, right?
Yeah,
As in, I'm buying it for a project, right?
And
I have a
then
responsibility to do that.
What do you do with it now?
Technically, most times, it goes to the production house or it goes to the client who has given me the budget to buy these clothes. But there are also clients who are like, hey, I work with you all the time. No, I work with you all the time. Why don't we hold this for another shoot that I have? And like that, I have a lot of clients.
And where do you store this?
My mother expects me to now pay rent because I have officially taken over 75% of the house, right? So I do pay rent besides other things.
And you also call your mother by your name.
Her name is Ramya.
Yeah, but it's so strange. It's like Ramya.
I say Ramya with a lot of respect, right?
I've always found it very strange.
We have mutual friends now, and I can't be like, hey, did you meet Ammi? They'll be like, you mean Ramya? And now Ramya also introduces herself saying, I'm not auntie, please don't call me auntie, I've never been an auntie. Right.
She's Ramya. She's also
Ramya.
She's the Sri Lankan sizing. Yeah.
Definitely.
On that note, we need to wrap things up, I think. We need to say goodbye, but we will see you soon with another cool episode. Thank you, Gayantha, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Celebrating 10 years of Gayantha and his great work in styling. We will see you again. Till then, thank you to Brown Sugar for hosting us. Adios.
Tell me you need me too, 'cause I'm not lost on you. 'Cause I'm getting lost in it, and I can let go like this. Tell me you need me too, 'cause I'm not lost on you.
Thank you to friends at Aditya Ayurveda Colombo. Now they are located in the heart of Colombo, bringing their history and the story that is hearing so well in Anuradhapura. Like how to tell everyone to come all that way there. They have the best doctors giving you the right services. Not only that, they also give you soul for your body in terms of the food that you take, in terms of the type of food that you take, and also you can go have the high tea menu, which is absolutely yummy. You'll never know that has been cooked with so much of care, with no unwanted oil, none of those.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just in the heart of Colombo. Do check it out. Because you're on the show, we give a gift and all.
For me?
Yeah, that's for you. So when you're done with one of your long shoots, you can just go unwind and relax there.
Really looking forward to it.
And thank me later.
But actually, thank you now.
Yeah, you can thank them.
Thank you.
So do check them out. Thank you for being with us on the show.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Celeste Daily. Missing something? Just Celeste it.